And this is enough time for this topic, so I'm gonna talk about my engineer today. Rest in peace, my engineer. A lot of these artists, they never shout out their engineer. But rest in peace, my engineer, Lawrence Harper. Passed away a year ago. And, you know, I'm gonna tell the first story, the first studio story with me and Lawrence Harper. The very first story. I like telling crazy studio stories. So here we go. So I like to tell the work stories in studio. I got work story later today for y'all too, but we'll do music right there. We got studio stories, so 2017, right? You talking about it's 2013, 2023. I said 2013. I'm tripping. 2023 right there. 6 years ago. I was living in Brownsville, Tennessee. If y'all not familiar, it's kind of close to where Tina Turner from Nutbush, so talking like we in that area. She got a museum out there. Y'all go check it out. Check out Tina Turner museum in Brownsville. R.I.P. Tina Turner, by the way. But yeah, check it out. All right. So anyway, I'm living in Brownsville. There's no studios in Brownsville. Brownsville ain't nothing like what should we call it? Brownsville ain't shit like Memphis or Atlanta. I was living in Atlanta before Brownsville. Plenty studios, plenty places to perform. A lot of shit going on. Brownville, small city, outside, about 30 minutes outside of Jackson, Tennessee, which is probably the biggest city in that area. All right. So I'm having to travel to Memphis to record, right? I finally unstacked some bread. I've been at the job I was at, I've been there about 2 months. I'm working at Plastic Containers Corporation. See, I get really, really in depth with these stories because I'm not like these other artists hiding behind the music. I'm talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to y'all. I'm sitting there. I'm talking to y'all. Like we in the same room. You know what I'm saying? All right. So it's 2017. I go to Memphis to record. It's March. I've been at this plastic containers job, a little warehouse job and shit. I'm a line worker. I've been there about 2 months, writing my music and shit, loading up. Hadn't recorded since I've been in Atlanta. So we talking about 9 months. So it's been a long time since I recorded before I pulled up on Pops. So I pull up on Pops, and when I pull up on Pops, everything cordial. I think I booked, I want to say about 2 hours or something like that. I booked about 2 or 3 hours, something like that. All I know is in them 2-3 hours, I did 5 songs. Now, in the process of me doing the songs, everything going smooth. The songs coming out pretty good. Matter of fact, that first session, one song I do remember I did was Fell Off, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember the other song. I think I did like a dance hall song. But no, we ain't talking about that right now. So anyways, Pops, via the studio, I do my 5 songs, everything going peachy. He telling me towards the end of about the last hour, he telling me, hey, the last 15 to 30 minutes, stop recording so I can go and, be able to bounce out everything. Not necessarily cut it, because he was cutting it while I was recording, but he wanted to be able to bounce it out without, going over the time. So anyways, so it's all good. So, I say yeah, and me being hard-headed, not just being hard-headed, I hadn't been in the booth for 9 months. I still have this chip on my shoulder, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm ready, and I'm determined to pump out a lot of music. And I don't do that no more, no 2 songs in an hour. I do 1 song an hour. I give my engineer time, but at that time I was impatient. I was 20-something. All right, anyway, let's keep going with the story. So I record all the way to the end of the time, right? Being hard-headed, I record all the way to the end of the time. Like, all the way to the end of the time. See, I still got the earplugs in. I show you I really work. You know what I'm saying? I really work all these years. So when I blow up, everything I get is deserved. I done said that before, and I'm going to keep saying it. And when the blog pop out, that's deserved too. All right, but let's keep going. So Anyways, y'all like and subscribe to his Big NPH away team. Stop playing with us. All right, anyway, so, you know, I record all the way to 2 hours, 2-3 hours, whatever I book. And he pretty much say, all right, you need to pay for another hour if you want to get your songs. So me at the time, I'm paying for everything. Mind you, my baby mama, she with me. Her homeboy with me. I mean, not her homeboy, her cousin with me. And her cousin's, like, girlfriend with me, right? So it's us folks. So he like, you gotta pay me another hour. So at this time in my life, man, I'm the breadwinner. I'm one, you know, I'm paying for everything. So I'm saving like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, bro, you need to give me my music. Like, the fuck? Like, I buck with his ass. I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm like, nah, bitch. Like, I already paid you. Like, y'all don't bounce that shit out. That's what I'm thinking. So, and even though that's wrong, I should have just listened to Cuz and just did 4 songs and let him, you know what I'm saying, get them last 30 minutes. So, long story short, you know, we back and forth. And he pretty much like, look, man, if you don't pay me for another hour, I ain't giving you your shit. So I'm like, damn, okay, all right, cool. I'm like, you gonna give me my shit though? I ain't going nowhere until you give me my shit. I'm getting bucked. So Dexter, he said, all right, if you don't leave, I'm gonna go get my gun. Now this the funny part of the story, y'all. So he said he go get his gun. You know, the 2 girls running out, I understood. I understood my baby mama running out, and I understood her friend running out because, you know, they some girls, so they hear girls hear anything about some guns. You know, especially unless they some like hood chicks, some ratchet chicks, they finna get on down. You know what I'm saying? Unless they some gangsters, so they get the fuck on down and shit. All right, cool. They get on down. So the next thing that happens, fucking damn, I'm having a slow moment. So the next thing that happens, fucking he said he gonna get his gun and shit. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm sitting down. I ain't shook by that shit. You know, mind y'all, at 18, a motherfucker pulled a knife on me for some Jordans. I'm gonna do that story too. I'm blog on that. But a motherfucker pulled some knife on me for some Jordans. They had the same Jordans on too. That's the craziest part of the story. But all right, y'all. So we back to the story. So he said he gonna pull a gun on me and shit. So I'm like, all right, you gonna pull the gun, whatever. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm calling his bluff. You know, crazy as fuck. Cause the man could be strapped, could have blew my ass off. But I'm sitting right there. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. And I'm in his house. So technically, he wouldn't even been in the wrong if he blew my ass off. But I'm just sitting right there on some gangster shit. I'm like, bro, you gonna give me my motherfucking music. Like, I don't give a fuck about what you talking about. So fucking next thing you know, he go in the room upstairs or something. So the 2 girls run out. Now this is the funny part of the story. Why my baby mama cousin? Now this man, I ain't gonna say his name because I ain't even gonna fuck up his cred with the GDs. But this nigga is a GD, no cap. This nigga sprinted like Shakari out that bitch. This nigga sprinting like Usain, like Lolo, like all them niggas, man. Tyson Gay, nigga, Usain Bolt, Elaine Thomas, whatever. This nigga ran a 4 flat out that motherfucker like Chris Johnson, dog. Like, this nigga ran a 4 flat like Devin Hester out that motherfucker. Like, this nigga got on down. And I'm like, hell nah, bro. You the gang member, bro. You ain't supposed to be getting down and shit. You a pussy for that. I'm like, you a pussy for that. So I'm like, man, you a pussy for that. Like, you supposed to be gangster with me. Like, you supposed to be, you heard me? You supposed to be sitting down with me. Like, the fuck going on? So he ran out. So I'm sitting down. So Pops come back downstairs. This is a funny part of the story. Pops say, this is Lawrence Harper. This the man, he produced a dump truck out of Memphis. Kinfolk Thug. If y'all don't know about that, check that out. Yeah, he produced that and cut the vocals. That was my engineer in Memphis. But anyway, rest in peace, Pops. But anyways, man, Pops come downstairs. Pops said he ain't even got no gun. I said, damn. So I'm just sitting there. He gave my music. Cause he's like, bro, you a real nigga. You ain't even run out. I said, I'm getting my music. I done drove an hour away from fucking Brownsville. I'm not coming back with nothing. I'm getting my shit. You know what I'm saying? I always been that type of nigga. If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna get it. Fuck what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? But he came down. He gave my shit. Finished cutting the vocals and all that. Everything was peachy. It was all good. And now we cool, man. Ever since then, we well, he passed away, but ever since then, man, I done did so many records with Pops. I done did probably about 100 some records over Pop's crib, and the joints bumping, and I got better over time. You heard me? So yeah, man, that's my studio story with Pops. But R.I.P. Pops, man. Pops watch this nigga, watch me mature as an artist. You hear me? And develop my own sound. I stopped trying to sound like other niggas. Started to sound like Miles. I even dropped my rap name in the process. When I was with Pops, I just became me. You hear me? I just came like myself. You know, and that's why I'm on a blog talking to y'all, because you niggas can't do that. They can't come like they self. You niggas is some pussies. You know what I'm saying? And that's on Big NPH. But, you know, it's the away team, man. You know, when I shoot, I swish. And that shit got them pissed. You know what I'm saying? When I shoot, I score. That's all I do. When I shoot, they boo. But it's all good. It's Big NPH, away team in your hood. Let's go, man. Big NPH, away team. Y'all like, subscribe, all that. We're going to keep popping our shit. RP Pops. Yeah, RP Lawrence. You already know. Motherland Studios. That was the best studio in Memphis, because I was in that motherfucker, and I had the best engineers, Big NPH. Stop playing with me.